What's up guys, welcome to the artclasses.com Q&A session episode 7. In this episode we are going to talk about using reference. Just so that you guys know, we have a regular schedule these days, so I will upload tutorial every Thursday and the Q&A session will be every Saturday. And if you want to know like what video will I be uploading for the tutorial, you can follow me on the social media here. At Instagram, usually I'll post it there, or once in a while Facebook, but Instagram would be better because I just post an image of what I'm working on and what's going to be on the video on the next tutorial and so on. So follow me on Instagram, and you can also help me out in the Patreon, and you will get premium tutorial every month. I would really appreciate it. Oh yeah, and if I hit my first goal, then the second goal, I will have more time to working on my own comics. It will be interesting. I'll show you what I'm working on in the upcoming video and all that. Anyways, so again, I'm gonna feature this artist that influenced me here, Masamune Shiro, Ghost in the Shell. He's one of my most favorite artists growing up. Alright guys, well, let's just... Oh, one more thing. The tablet giveaway is still going, so if you just become a subscriber and post on a comment down below, ask any question or something, then I will randomly pick the winner at the end of the month and I'll ship it to you. Also, if you want to take digital painting class with me, and hopefully I have a new class, character drawing, so it's a little more basic. You can check out on the link. It should pop up on the card, top right corner of the screen, so you can check it out there, or you can just click the icon over here. It should just take you there. Alright, well now, what's up guys, welcome to the artclasses.com. Today is another Q&A question. I think this session is like 120 session, I don't know, but I'm pretty excited. Okay, so Q&A here. How often do you use reference image? Alright, so it's from TheHalfList. I use a lot of reference for the most of the work. If you want to be smart, you want to look at something like everybody knows probably what a rhino look like, but do you really? Nobody know what the rhino really look like when you have to paint it. You have to like look at the skin texture, look at where the ears positioning, where the eyes are. Using reference is not a bad thing. A lot of time people have a very confused ideas about reference. A reference is not like you bringing up a photo and you copy it, a photo. That's not what we call reference. That's what we call copy. You copy something and you just paint as a copy, and a lot of times it's a good practice, but I don't see any point of making a photo realistic, that painting from a photo that look like a realistic photo, because that's it's a good practice. I've done that in the past, so it's pretty good when I'm starting out, or trying to practice something, practicing how far I could go with to measure the facial feature or the proportion, the skin color, the hair, all that kind of stuff. It's good practice, but those are not, we don't call that reference. Reference in terms of concept art or illustration, we tend to think of it as like research and development. So you have to do a bunch of research, like if you want to, okay, what is the Victorian dress look like, then you have to kind of gather that and collect a bunch of reference so you can actually make something that look like that. Or if you want to see, okay, look at the curly hair, so you want to do the curly hair. So reference is a good thing. So if you're doing a professional job, you want a job well done, you're gonna have to know perspective, you're gonna have to know human anatomy, you're gonna have to know how to use a reference, and you have to like look at the city, taking a lot of photo. How do you think a video game's made? Assassin's Creed, they take the whole crew, went to Paris and take a lot of not screenshot, take a lot of real photo to make the city look like real city. Or even, what's that game that my friend made? The Second Son, whatever. They take the whole reference from a lot of Seattle street and all that. So those are the way that you should be using a reference, not just a copy. So reference is good. But I'll make a video in depth on that. So just click on that link or something. All right. The second one, Romain, oh shit, I'm going to butcher your name, Quagliara. I'm up for the tablet giveaway. Oh yeah, that's a tablet giveaway also in this video. Become a subscriber and post a comment. So, oh, by the way, could you advise on the use of density brushes? I feel like it's cool for some metallic effect, but it seems to denature color and get effed up as soon as covered by another layer, or any help on metallic items coloring. Density brush? I'm not sure what you mean by density brushes. Is that a tool in Photoshop? I've never seen it. Maybe I'm missing something. But the way you do it, or the way, the traditional way that we usually do in traditional painting or digital painting, you do material study. So material study means, I'm gonna have to make a video on this also. If it's not already up, then maybe coming soon. So you pick a material, or you set up still life, or if you do it digitally, you don't have to set up still life, but you find the photo reference, good photo of metallic object, cloth, maybe woods, or some pig skin together. No, you don't have to put pig skin. Just find some maybe leather ball, like or leather bag, just like a real leather bag, or maybe a belt or shoes. Those are leather. And then you can also do skin texture, fur texture, glass is good, pot and pan, you can put that on that, or silverware. So those are pretty good practice on the material. So the different material have different specular level. So if the material absorbs the light, then it would not have a lot of highlight. So metal or metallic object, plastic, when the light hit, it bounces the light. So when it bounces, you're gonna see the object become a little more contrast, or how do you explain? Like, you're gonna have a more high contrast. You're gonna have like the sort of like a glow, like metallic glow, or hot spot, and really reflective, basically. And the object that absorbs the light really well, you can see true color. So like fabric, for instance, it doesn't bounce the light off, so it's not as shiny. So you can see the true color more, because the light is absorbed the light, and you can see more color. Skin is kind of halfway in between metallic object and fabric. And also within this material study, when you study different kind of material, that's one level. And also another level is when you have to study fabric. Like, you're gonna have to study suede, silk, velvet, satin, cotton, wool. So those different kind of fabric will also have a different specular level also. Like silk will have a lot of, will bounce the light. So you see sometimes silk will have that metallic look, or even satin also will have that sheen look. So the way you portray, or the way you can make the material in your painting to look like that, is how you arrange the value range on your painting to make them look metallic. So there's no such thing as metallic brush or anything like that. You have to do material study. Okay. All right. So another one is from Louis Mail. Okay. First, let me say I'm a huge fan of your channel. This is a long comment. Out of all the channel I've seen on YouTube, you stand blah blah blah. Digital painting is a passion of mine, but thank you very much for the compliment. And by the way, passion of mine, but I have a challenge that some others might not have. I'm slightly colorblind. I still see color, but very hard to distinguish between certain ones. For example, blue and purple can sometimes be a problem. Evergreen brown seem very similar sometimes. That was paint skin, I think, normal tone, but when it's really green or something, I'm sad to say it happened to me. Okay, so I think different people have a different limitation of seeing the range of colors. Some people can see more color than the others, and some people can see a limited range, which it could be your disadvantage and it also could be your advantage. So for some people, they see red a little more rich or a little less rich. I think I'm not sure. There was like a few artists that was colorblind and they still good. So I would say focus on the color that you can see well, but focus more on the value range and the light and shadow. If you have a really good strong light and shadow, your illustration will come off phenomenal if you nail the lighting. So, and color, basically within the light there will be a color of the light which affect everything. Say if you're walking outside or painting the outside normal scene, you will have more of a say from late morning to noon to afternoon, you have more of a cool light which is blue, because it's the light reflects the sky and coming down. So your skin, instead of mine's, I don't know, yellow, I guess, brown, close, kind of in between those range. But it mixed with the blue, like what you see right now, like the light is because I have the sunlight coming through. So it's not really the real color. Or if it's in the morning, then morning usually will be the sunrise will be orange or red. Then everything that you see here is going to be more red if I shoot at the sunrise. Or the sunset will be more purple because there's a blue hint with the sun's that set. And then so it depends on the overall color. So you can worry so much about color. You probably can't really go impressionistic, but you can still do Rembrandt stuff. You can focus on light and shadow and look at a lot of Rembrandt, look at a lot of John Singer Sargent and try to use light and shadow. I don't know how severe your case are, but I think you can still, as long as you can see the gradation of the object, I think there shouldn't be any problem in your painting, and you practice enough, you should be able to pull it off. And then you make, the more you do, you make a better judgment of what color range or what cool and warm you should be doing, because it's more about the cool and warm and the overall color and the lighting rather than any particular color when you do illustration. I hope that makes sense. Alright, let's do another one here. These are both question. I am a 3D animator / generalist, compositor, graphic designer, and I'm sick of technical side of computer graphic, and I want to do more art, but I do not draw. Will become easier to start creating acceptable piece with my background? That's a tough question. So most of the time, if you want to be a concept artist, you have to have a solid background of, like, I became an artist, and on the technical side, I don't know it that well in the beginning, but I transitioned from word of knowledge. But there are some artists within the 3D that are kind of cross-bridge, which you're kind of lucky, because a lot of artists will know a lot of art, and when they transition to the general digital artist or 3D artist or something, a lot of them do not have knowledge on how to do technical stuff like code or the inside. Like sometimes you see the artists we call technical artists. You can do art, but you can also do more, which is you can like transcribe the script or do anything like that. And then I think it's just a matter of practice, kind of like the opposite way, which is when you good at traditional stuff, you have to learn more about how these programs actually work and make a good stuff out of it. But for you, maybe you have to kind of maybe take more classes on doing anatomy drawing, perspective, and all those kind of stuff. And then since you know the technical stuff well, you can take advantage of the technology to help you with those. Kind of like, some people use Poser to help with the anatomy, and you can use a perspective tool in the 3D program. So, but the thing is, you have to know the basic perspective and know how to do them by hand, but you don't have to do them all the time. You can use all those tools to help you out with this creation. But to be able to do the art well, you have to know composition, just learn that and then apply to there. So I don't think you have an advantage of on the technical side. You become a technical sort of artist, but you can still do art, because it's really hard to find people who really know their stuff, and I think you do fine. Yeah. All right, guys. So I guess this session is over. Again, if you're interested in taking my class, then just kind of click over there and there'll be a class, or you can just download premium tutorial. They are a few hours long, and they packed with a bunch of cool stuff. Not cool, but basically like how I use all the layers, and it's gonna explain a lot more of what I usually do on character design or on environmental design or whatever. But yeah. Again, thanks for watching, and thank you for subscribing. And the tablet's still going. You can subscribe and comment down below, comment whatever, and ask me questions, and I will try to answer them all. Like what I'm trying to do. It's a lot of questions that are still on the list, and I will try to get to them all if they are. If you sound like you're pretty serious about this, then. Yeah. Anyways, all right, guys. Well, peace out.